Did you know that when the Great Movie Ride initially debuted in 1989, the opening Footlight Parade section looked drastically different to how it ended up looking for most of the ride's working life? Disney's Hollywood Studios debuted Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway on March 4th, 2020, squashing all hopes and dreams that the iconic Great Movie Ride would ever come back to the park. This new attraction, which combines 2D animation and optical illusions, is a pretty cool experience, but for me it is a bittersweet moment. As a huge fan of the Great Movie Ride, the dark ride built inside the replica of Grauman's Chinese theatre that took riders on an immersive tour of cinema history, the attraction for me was the first time I ever experienced that quintessential Disney magic. Disney now sell Hollywood studios on a very loose theme of Hollywood and studios. When it first opened in 1989, the park contained an actual animation studio on the property. Now it houses attractions like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land, and is a former theme park of itself when it first opened on May 1st, 1989. Once you had entered the Great Movie Ride building, the queue wound through a recreation of the Chinese theatre's lobby. You would pass glass display cases containing actual costumes, props, and set pieces from various movies.
There's no place like home.
There's no place like home.
The queue then took guests into a small pre-show theatre, where guests viewed a series of condensed movie trailers from the various movies that are featured on the ride. The queue line ended at a pair of automatic doors at the front of the theatre that led into the 1930s era Hollywood soundstage, where guests were loaded onto two sets of waiting, open-top theatre-style seating ride vehicles. As the ride began, the tour guide on the ride vehicle welcomed guests and informed them that they would be taking them through scenes from different classic movies throughout history. The first scene that greets the guests is probably the least known among the average visitor. Released in 1933, Footlight Parade is the story of musical stage producer Chester Kent. The movie stars James Cagney, John Blundell, Ruby Keller, and Dick Powell. The scene in the Great Movie Ride is directly from the By a Waterfall sequence. Footlight Parade's musical numbers were directed by choreographer Busby Berkeley, known for his Broadway-type hits of the 1930s. Busby Berkeley's style usually involved a troupe of dancing women that formed dramatic geometric shapes while dancing. Today's audience might recall the dancing Scarlets in the Let's Go to the Movies routine in the 1982 Oscar-nominated movie Annie. While Annie, Mr. Warbucks and his assistant sit in the sold-out theatre, a group of leggy dancers take to the stage to welcome them into the theatre. These types of large productions were common in large city theatres during the Great Depression era in America. This formation, made in the Footlight Parade sequence, is often referred to as the Kaleidoscope cake, for the symmetry and multi-tiered nature of the arrangement of the dancers. Originally when launched, the formation not only spun around, but it also featured shooting water streams, similar to those in the movie. In addition, 3 Cape Beauties stood to the right of the formation on diving boards. Due to mechanical problems of the spinning cake and the tram tracks being flooded by water, the scene underwent a few changes in the early 1990s. The 3 static dancers were removed, the cake stopped spinning and no longer included the water jets. The entire scene became dimly lit and a wall of gauze was placed over it. Art Deco symbols were flashed on top of the gauze until a tramcar drove by, with streams of bubbles now descending from the ceiling as the song By a Waterfall plays. And now, let me take you back to the opening year of the Great Movie Ride with this 1989 home video recording. Places, everybody, and action! Enjoy.
This is a Busby Berkeley extravaganza from Footlight Parade. Just ahead, we have Gene Kelly singing in the rain. And a little further on, Dick Van Dyke and Julie Andrews in the Academy Award-winning Disney film Mary Poppins.
Open up in there, you hear me? Listen, Mark, we got the visitors out. Yeah. I tell you, very last time, Dutch comes around, he's gonna leave you some beer, and you're gonna take it. And you're gonna kick in with the dough. And if you don't, somebody's gonna drop by here and kick your teeth out one at a time. See what I mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing minor technical difficulties. Please remain seated. The Great Movie Ride will continue in a moment.
Are you talking to me?
No, Lane. Afraid I'm talking to the game and the funny-looking hat. Of course I'm talking to you. Come here.
Well, can't you see I'm working right now? I'd really be happy to.
Come here.
Yes, sir.
See, he's on. Your car? That's my ticket out of here. Come on, beer. I said it. mind the P's and Q's and maybe nobody gets hoit. We're getting out of here, see? Hey, what is this? Where am I? New Jersey?
And now, the Old West, and two of Hollywood's legendary stars, Clint Eastwood and John Wayne.
Sleepy little town, ain't it?
That's some mighty tough territory you're heading into, Pilgrim. I'd think about turning back if I was you. That is, if you want my opinion. But I reckon you ought to do what you think is best.
Now that I'm in the clear, seems like the perfect time to start collecting up the valuables.
There it is. It's the bank robber. Don't let him get away.
You ain't business, why don't you slap, boy? Get me out of here. Them doors better open. We ain't stop.
Get yourself up. The judge will go easy on you. You'll swing for this.
Nobody's sticking my neck in the noose.
Crazy. Now where am I?
This is Julia. You are with Sigourney Weaver aboard the Spacious Control. Something has gone wrong. One by one, the crew has vanished. And somewhere in the ship, a terrifying creature waits to claim its next victim. Warning! Remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
What I do? What's this? Yeah, you. What kind of work you wear? I think he likes ya. Can't get any worse than that. Oh no, it's worse.
Here in Raiders of the Lost Ark, amid 1,000 deadly snakes, Indiana Jones unearths a great treasure. Will Harrison Ford escape with his discovery? And what will be your fate? Beware.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Hey, what are you looking at?
Dust between thousands of years lies undisturbed in this ancient burial chamber. And on the chest, the great stone god, priceless jewel.
Wow, would you get a load of that chunk of ice? Ah, come to Papa. And while I'm up there hoisting that jewel, my esteemed friends, don't nobody move. I do not think they notice some questionable bodies around here. If you know what I mean.
The jewel is guarded by a curse, and those who dare defy that curse must pay with their lives.
Halt, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
Someday you'll understand that.